Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from PaulthePoke.com. Today's topic, Purim 5779 on a Hebrew calendar, 2019 in our Gregorian calendar. Scripture references out of Esther 9, verses 20 through 22. Then Mordecai recorded these events, and he sent letters to all the Jews who were in all the provinces of King Ahasuerus, both near and far, obliging them to celebrate the 14th day of the month, Adar, and the 15th day of the same month annually, because on those days the Jews rid themselves of their enemies. And it was a month which was turned for them from sorrow into gladness and from mourning into a holiday, that they should make them days of feasting and rejoicing and sending portions of food to one another and gifts to the poor. And so this is the setting of the story in the book of Esther. The events of the story took place from roughly 483 to 473 BC. The location is Susa of the Persian Empire, and this would be modern-day Iran. Now, Esther is a unique book in the Bible in that God's name is not written or used. Even though God's name is not seen, it's obvious who is in control of the events of the narrative. And so this is the decree for the celebration of the holiday Purim. The celebration is to take place in the Hebrew month of Adar on the 14th and 15th day. In the Gregorian year of 2019, that starts on Wednesday, March 20th, and ends the next day on March 21st. And again, Scripture tells us the holiday is to be celebrated every year. So if you guys are interested in more about how God used a Jewish woman in the Persian Empire to save his people, click on the link below. I've got some articles written on the topic of Purim. Now, this holiday in 2019 Gregorian calendar, or 5779 in a Hebrew calendar, has a unique set of circumstances surrounding the holiday. The holiday is to occur on a super moon, and this would be where the moon is full and where the moon is closest it can be to the Earth in its orbit around the Earth. This supermoon is also the last in a set of 3 consecutive supermoons. Now, the next time a set of 3 supermoons will take place is later this fall, 2019. And the last of these supermoons in the fall will be during the fall feasts in the new Hebrew year 5780. Also this year, Purim occurs during the spring equinox. And also on a Hebrew calendar, the year 5779 is a leap year as well. So that would mean 1 additional month of Adar. Now, Jewish rabbis believe they are very, very, very close to the unveiling of their Messiah. Rabbi Pincus Winston had the following analogy. The arrival of the Messiah has an aspect that is like musical chairs. No one knows when the music will stop, but when it does, you might unexpectedly be caught unprepared and be left standing without a place to sit down. It is absolutely correct today to be paranoid. Now, if you want some more details on some of these types of things, check out the link provided, breakingisraelnews.com. Purim Supermoon Ushering Redemption is the name of the article. Now, as a believer in the Messiah Jesus Christ, or Yeshua HaMashiach in the Hebrew, I would agree with Rabbi Winston's comments on the coming of the Messiah. And his statements, the rabbi's statement is in complete alignment with the words of Jesus, Peter, the Apostle Paul, and John. And we'll close with these 4 verses. And the first one's from Jesus, Matthew 24, verse 44. For this reason, you must also be ready. For the Son of Man is coming at an hour when you do not think he will. Second example would be 2 Peter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come like a thief, and then the heavens will pass away with a roar, and the heavenly bodies will be burned up and dissolved, and the earth and the works that are done on it will be exposed. The Apostle Paul quoted in 1 Thessalonians 5, verses 2 and 3, for you yourselves are fully aware that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. While people are saying there is peace and security, then sudden destruction will come upon them as labor pains come upon a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. And lastly, we'll close with John in Revelation 16, verse 15. Behold, I am coming like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake and keeps his clothes, so that he will not walk about naked, and men will not see his shame. So that's John quoting Jesus again. So the point is, be ready. You know, whether you're Jewish, Gentile, whatever. Consensus opinion is when Christ comes back, it'll be when you least expect it. So if you're interested in the blog, click on the blue bar, type in your email address. You'll receive a notification every time a new post goes out. Try to put some things out pretty frequently, at least 4 to 6 times a week. Also, this would be categorized far right column under Purim. Click on the topic, the category, and we'll have articles written going back, upwards of 10 years in some cases. A lot of stuff, current events within the last 4 to 5. So if you want to follow some of these storylines and these topics, categories, etc., I've got plenty going on the last few years and seems to be escalating on a continual level. So appreciate you guys following along. Enjoy the post. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.